Hello, my name is Chris, and today I'd like to tell you about a couple of interesting things that I've got going on at the moment, but mainly about a new worksheet that I've put together that may help you to visualize and create a crystal clear picture of yourself as a happy, healthy non-smoker. It's a visualization exercise that helps you really cement in your mind why you're quitting smoking, what you're going to achieve, and how good it's going to be when you achieve it. I've talked before about how saying I'm going to quit smoking is really good, beneficial, and a worthwhile goal to have, but it can also sometimes be a little bit vague. And it might not be enough to get us excited and motivated about the quit and to maintain that motivation when the going gets tough. And we close our eyes and create this picture, and we can think, okay, I'm a healthy, happy non-smoker. I'm standing tall because I've got all my confidence back. I'm smiling because I'm happy. I'm wearing expensive new clothes because I had all that extra money, and I look and I feel good. That can create, a real sense of excitement and motivation. That gives us something to work towards. We are no longer going along this vague journey of I'm just going to quit smoking. We are actively working towards a goal that we will be able to recognize. At some point, this image of ourselves will no longer just be a visualization. It will be what we actually see in our real world because we will have created it. And that means that we can recognize our success. We can recognize I have successfully done this because I'm exactly as I visualize myself to be. And having this crystal clear picture in our mind not only motivates us to get started, it not only motivates us to say, okay, I'm going to do this and this is what I'm going to start working towards. It helps us when the going gets tough or when we get veered off course a little bit, we can drag this exercise out, go back to it and say, oh yeah, this is why I'm doing this. This is why it's worth going through the cravings. This is why it's worth going through the withdrawals. This is why it's worth not picking up that cigarette when the going gets tough, because I'm working towards this exciting, new, beautiful future. If you've read my book, which if you haven't, it's called Quit Smoking and Be Happy. If you've read the book, you will probably already recognize that at various times, when I'm talking about here's some tips and hints and suggestions on how to deal with the many different challenges of quitting smoking, I will quite often in pretty much every chapter say, go back to your visualization. Go back and get that motivation and excitement again. Although there is a version of the visualization exercise in the book, I wanted to create a worksheet that people could use because I'm starting to do more one-on-one work with people who want extra support with quitting smoking. This is something that I've been asked about in the past and I've done a little bit of, but I'm moving into doing more of it now where, I have been asked, Chris, can you do like quit smoking coaching sessions with me? And personally, I'm not a big fan of the word coaching, but I am, happy to support people on a one-to-one basis. Whether that's, you just want one single session to deal with a particular challenge on your quit, or you'd like a series of sessions where we start from the beginning and we plan your quit and we go through the quit and we plan how you're going to deal with life after your quit without cigarettes. If you are interested in working with me on a one-to-one basis, if you go to my hypnotherapy website, it's cjstherapy.com, and just send me a message and I'll get back to you and we can discuss, booking and prices and all that kind of thing. So I made the worksheet I'm going to share with you about for those one-to-one sessions that I'm doing, but I also wanted to put it out there so that you could have a copy as well if you want to. Finally, before I dive into what's in the worksheet, I also wanted to very quickly remind you that tomorrow evening, Saturday, February 27th at 6:30 p.m. UK time, I'm going to do the live stream hangout. It would be wonderful if you could come and say hello. Otherwise, I'll just be talking to myself and I have nothing planned. So bring questions, anything you'd like me to talk about, and I'll do my best for you. That's 6:30 p.m. UK time. I will put out like a notice on Facebook and in the YouTube community social thingy. Okay, let's dive in and I'll show you what is in this worksheet. I say show you, what I actually mean is I'm going to tell you what's in the worksheet. And it all starts with just finding a nice quiet place to relax, a place where you can really just take some time all for yourself to work on building this image of you as a happy, healthy non-smoker, where you can really take some time to really think about what that's going to be like for you. You know, no longer just, I want to quit smoking to be happy or to be healthy, but what being happy and healthy looks like. And I always find that if we're going to work on something like this that's just for ourselves, it helps to take a deep breath or two before we begin. So we can just breathe in and breathe out and breathe in. And already start to experience a little bit of what it's like to feel so calm and relaxed. And there are 3 parts to working through this exercise. The first is to just close your eyes and go through it. Well, the first actually I'd want you to read through all the questions on the worksheet first so you have a good idea of what you're going to be paying attention to. Or you might want to watch this video through as you're doing it. I want you to close your eyes. Imagine that you have successfully quit smoking and you are as happy and as healthy as you could ever hope to be. You have achieved whatever goal you wanted to achieve by quitting smoking. Few of us just want to quit for the sake of it. For some of us it's being healthier, for some of us it's having more money, for some of us it's having a longer life with our children, whatever that goal may be. To really think about what that would look like for you, what you would look like. Start by paying attention to the expression in your eyes. Maybe they look less tired and more alive. Maybe there's a newfound sense of hope or optimism in those eyes. You can draw that image out a bit and notice the expression on your face. Maybe you are smiling from ear to ear. Maybe you just look confident. Or maybe you look completely calm and at peace, knowing that you can handle whatever comes your way without a cigarette. Come out a little further. Notice what you're wearing. Maybe all that extra money you've saved, you've bought a nice new suit, you've bought a nice new dress or an outfit, you've just bought that something that looks good on you. Notice your confident posture. Notice how you stand. Notice what you're doing. What will you do as a happy, healthy non-smoker? Maybe it's running around playing with your kids in the park. Maybe you're out doing exercise. Maybe you're just sat at home completely relaxed, knowing that you don't have to get up to go for a smoke whilst watching that movie. Maybe it's, you're just present with your family. Maybe notice where you're going. Think about, okay, where would this healthy, happy version of you go? Maybe you're going out for a walk to breathe in all that fresh air. Maybe you've saved up all that money that you no longer have to spend on cigarettes and you're going for an amazing, relaxing weekend away. I still do these visualization exercises today, and at the minute the one I'm doing is all about building up my private practice now that I'm qualified. You know, so my visualizations that I do most mornings involve noticing how good and confident and successful I feel, and then driving to my therapy room to go and do some amazing work with clients. So you might go anywhere else that you want to go. And finally, notice anything else that might show you that you have achieved what you wanted to achieve. What would show you that you are happy, that you are healthy, that you have more money? What would show you that you've achieved whatever it was you wanted to achieve by quitting smoking? And just spend some time just really noticing all the details of this picture. And then step into this picture so that you are no longer looking at it like as if it's somebody else, but experiencing. Why can't I talk today? Experiencing it as it is really you. So you might imagine that this picture is in front of you and you step into it. You might imagine that it's kind of like putting on a new suit. The way I always do it is I imagine that I've just realized that I'm looking at this picture of myself in the mirror. So I'll create a mirror around this image and then draw back and realize this isn't just some external picture, this is me, and I'm seeing myself reflected in the mirror. And I can look down and I can notice the suit I'm wearing. I can notice how good I feel. You know, whatever it takes to, whatever works for you to become that image. And really experience, what does that feel like? What do you hear? You know, maybe you hear someone you love calling you over, maybe you hear the sounds of the beach, maybe you hear, you know, children playing in the park. What do you see? What can you touch? And again, really build this experience up in your mind. And then when you've done that, open your eyes and take another deep breath. And jot these things down in the worksheet. And the reason I ask you to do this is because if you need to go back to this exercise at any time, you don't necessarily have to start from scratch. You've got this written document of what you're working towards, of what helps you to stay motivated and excited. So you can put these things down in your worksheet. You've got a written copy of it. But we're not done yet. When you've answered all those questions in the worksheet, close your eyes again and play through this visualization exercise at least 2 more times. So notice the look in your eyes, expression on your face, your posture, your clothes, what you're doing, where you're going. Step into that image. Notice what you see, what you hear, what you feel. And each time you do this, make the images bigger, brighter and more colourful. And you'll notice how good it starts to feel and how exciting it starts to feel. I will put this worksheet on my hypnotherapy site. I'm in the middle of kind of moving all my website stuff around. So all the worksheets that are currently on chrisscoyles.com will be moving eventually, but they're still there for now. So I'm going to put this worksheet on my hypnotherapy site. It is just cjstherapy.com/worksheet. The link will be down in the description below. Hope that's helpful. I hope that you get some kind of benefit out of this worksheet. I hope that you can come and join me tomorrow, Saturday, February 27th, 6:30 p.m. We'll do like a live chat, hangout. You can ask me any questions, or we can just chat for about 45 minutes, an hour. We'll see. If nobody turns up, I'll just turn the camera off and pretend it never happened. And if you would like to work with me on a one-to-one basis, we don't have to do the hypnotherapy stuff. We can just I can just guide you through your quit, then please do reach out and I'll be happy to discuss that with you. Thank you so much for watching today. I will see you next time. Oh, Finding Freedom. Don't forget our Finding Freedom Facebook group, facebook.com/groups/findingfreedom1. Okay, I will see you next time.